Ah. Oh. June 16th, right? Yeah. 2022. I'm outside at night, yo. I gotta try to speak louder. But when I'm at Dunkin', there's too many people there. I don't want them to see when I'm filming, you know? Only the perps. I want the perps to see me filming them. And I want them to hear me when I say, you're a perp, you know? But like, you know, the regular people that are in there. You know, I don't want to hear it. Oh, please feels good. Herb. Yeah. These motherfuckers across the street. They took the camera down. Cause now I can see her clear. There's no camera now. There was. The second window to the left. There was a camera in the window. Oh, kitty. Hi, kitty. So this cat, he eats like all the. Everybody who leaves food for the cats, he eats it mostly. It's funny. So we were leaving food for the cats, but then he's eating it all. So the perps, the red hoodie. I don't know if I caught it, but you know, he goes next door mostly. There's food and water for them. The birds eat them. It's so funny. The birds eat the cat food. It's not wet food. It's just dry food. The little starlings. So funny that they eat that food. They come down from the tree and they take it up to the nest. It's kind of cute, actually. So today was very nice out. Very nice and cool right now. Right now it's beautiful. Tomorrow it's gonna be a horror show. It's gonna be very hot. But I have to go out. I have to go the other way. So if I see street theater, I'll video it, of course. But I know I videoed once. Oh, speaking of devil, coming out. He wants the world to know. Got to let it show. Here we go. Well, listen. Douche, douche. Let's go, douche. Kung Fu Panda. Douche, douche. He has perfect timing, don't he? It's funny how he has to see what I'm doing. Like, he has to watch me at all times. He watches me more than any other perp. It's kind of crazy. He definitely has a crush, but why? He's married. He's married with kids, like little kids, like a baby. And probably like a 3-year-old or something. He had his wife move here from Israel, so he thought I was gonna sleep with him, I guess, the whole time. Nope. First of all, we're not even in the same age group. He would be the same age as my son, so that's gross. And you know, that's what I get. I get all those types of men. Married men, mostly married men, and lesbians. Yeah, I kind of don't want to be with a woman. Because, you know, when I have sexual thoughts, it's about a dude ramming me. Maybe one day it'll actually happen. But, you know, these perps always have to get in the way. This time they better not get in the way. I'll fucking beat their ass. Oh, what's happening, sweetheart? They have a camera too. You can't really see it. It's pretty dark out here. But yeah, it's facing here, facing forward, and there's new people that live there. They order a lot of stuff, so they have to have a camera in the window. I don't know, it could be facing, me like they do across the street over there. But the thing is, he's paranoid because he's done a lot of stuff to other people too. The day they were sitting in my driveway, completely blocking the driveway too, he was like, I don't know, I can't explain the weirdness of it. I mean, you saw the video. He was staring at that house across the street, and they were pointing at it, and they were talking about it. And then I waved to them, and he waved back. he probably thinks I like him now. They didn't get like angry, that I was filming them. Usually they get very angry that I filmed them. That day they didn't. So I think because they were focused on that family. Yeah, that house was gutted, top to bottom. Somebody was living there for like more than 30 years. I want to say like 40 years. And there was a couple of families that moved in and out. I actually was friends with the lady that used to live across the street. It was a nice lady. It was my mom's friend. And then, we used to hang out, all three of us. We used to talk, and then her grandkids were running around. It was a very nice family. They had to move. They couldn't afford the apartment. Yeah, they got kicked out. The landlord kicked them out. He died like a year after that. So he kicked them out, and then he died. And then they found like so much stuff in the basement that they had to throw out. Everything got gutted out and redone. The door though was like off the hinges. Like, I don't care how safe the neighborhood is, I would still lock my door. Like, they leave the front door open. Even them across the street, they always left that front door open. It's like, dude, I don't care if your neighborhood's very safe. I would never leave my front door open. Because somebody from a different neighborhood, a criminally minded person, I'm not talking about race here, I'm talking about in general, like somebody who's looking to get into somebody's house. That's what they look for. They look for, the first door to be unlocked or open, so they could pry the other door open, to get in. That's one of the, I watched the whole video about it. There was a guy who used to rob houses, and then he became, I guess, an informant, and then he was telling us what the criminals look for. So, purple, no, I don't know. Anyway, so that's one of the things. Like, make sure they said make sure all your doors are locked. The dogs. Well, they said to get a big dog too that barks a lot, even if the neighbors don't hear it. That'll make the criminal think about, not robbing the house. I don't know how true that is, but he said don't make sure all the doors and windows are locked. An alarm system is on, in your house and your car too. And always face your car front in your driveway. It makes it harder for them to break in. So cute. I mean, they still break in anyway, but it's actually it's difficult for them to do it. Like the guy across the street, he broke into my sister's car like 3 or 4 times. Especially during a blackout. You always have to make sure your door is locked. When you hit the button, you know how the perps hit the button 15,000 times, they might break it? When you have a car, you press the button twice to make sure. When you hear the click of the lock, it's really locked, I know sometimes you get tired and you forget, but then this makes it easy for the criminals to rob you. What he did was, one year we had the whole street broke up. There was a lot more potholes again, but there was more. So they broke the whole street up and repaved it. And they broke this sidewalk, and for some reason they left couple of chunks of the concrete. So he took one of those chunks and broke the window. He climbed in the garden and broke the window on the passenger side. He took it. There was like there's a phone holder, like a GPS phone holder. The phone wasn't in there. He took the holder. He took quarters for the meter. There's like compartments in every car where you can hide things in. He must have watched a video or something beforehand, and then figured, and said, "Oh, this is my opportunity," and nobody saw it. It was very strange. But he also did that during a blackout. We had a blackout one year, and this car, not just our car, was broken into, but a couple cars in the neighborhood. But he specifically did that because every time the car was broken into, it was always the quarters that got taken. And we would call the police to make a report, and he would run out of the house like he does now, but only in his boxer shorts. He was staring every time, like he would look at me, definitely. He would give me like a look like, they're gonna tell, like he had that face like he was guilty. So, him and Jillian used to break into a car all the time. His car's harder to break into, but it is scratched in certain places, like where the X's and everything. Yeah, I wonder who could have did that. It could have been him. It could have been that family that was trying to save the cat. I can't believe they came by like every night at like 1 o'clock in the morning, saw the cameras, and was like, yeah, whatever. How does the camera not make you run away? Like that's what's supposed to happen. You see a camera, you don't do something. That happened recently. It was an old couple. The husband looked at something. We have like a flag in the garden, like a decoration. He looked at it, was ready to take it, saw the camera, and stopped himself. Like, what are you taking stuff from people's property for? It's fucking ridiculous. You can't have anything. In that video, there was a Ring doorbell video. And they said not to have too many decorations on your porch, too. Especially, like, welcome signs. Welcome sign, definitely don't keep that on your porch, because the criminals think it's welcome. Come to my house and rob me. So, just, don't do that. But those Ring.com videos are cool, because they show the people, clear as day, their face and what they're doing. And the light comes on when somebody goes in front of your house. Every time you get a camera, the light goes off when somebody comes in front of your house. And this one was even clearer than that. Some of the criminals was fucking dumb. Well, they all are dumb, but these criminals are way dumber. Like, these criminals in particular, they went to somebody's house, they took the screen out of the window with screwdrivers, the flathead ones. They took out the whole window screen. It was a big screen too. They pried it off. And I don't know, like 1 o'clock in the morning, it seems to be like their time that they want to do this stuff. So they did that. They started to take it off. And the guy, the owner of the house, he goes, "What are you doing?" I wouldn't have said that, but he's like, "What are you doing?" And one of the criminals is dumb enough and goes, "Who's that?" What? Get the fuck off my property is what I would have said. But that's just me. Maybe I should have the Fuzzy Lumpkins playing. I said, "Get off my property." Do I sound like Fuzzy Lumpkins? I hope so. I'm gonna dress like him one day too. Walk around, scare the shit out of the perps. That would be funny. I should look on Amazon, see if they have a Fuzzy Lumpkins costume. Or at least just a mask. You know what I could do? I can get a headband, or like, it has like a spring or like like one of those little cotton balls, like a pom pom, like something for like a bee costume. But I could get that. Just get a pair of overalls, wear a white shirt, pink shirt. Dye my hair pink, get some Timberland boots, a toy gun. Let's get a shit out of the perps. Dumbasses that they are. It's funny because they don't know what to say when you laugh at them. They don't expect it because they want you to cower in a corner somewhere or whatever. I ain't doing that shit. Even while I was upstairs tonight, after dinner, the honking was ridiculous. And the thing is, too, like, my family, they don't care. They just hear honking, they don't think anything of it. They don't know it's gang stalking, So, they left the house at one point. So I'm in the living room, I hear the honking. I gave the finger out the window. I don't think they saw it, but that's what I did. And every time they do that in front of my house, they're like, shut the fuck up. They should shut the fuck up. What are they doing? You spying on me, bruh? Yep. One after the other. Come on down. So the price is right. It's for reals. That's what we are. We are. TIs, EIs, whatever you want to call us. We are the Price is Right. And the perps are the contestants. And they take turns doing stupid shit. There's a couple books I'm gonna buy online. Talk about this whole Stasi program, It's so weird though. If you think about it, for real, think about it. If they did this shit in the 50s, it was way worse because nobody had cameras back then to see it. And that's how you got put into the mental homes. That you really start believing you're crazy because there was no proof at all, ever. And now that we have this technology, they didn't think about it, They made this technology to mess with us and didn't think that we would figure out to catch them in the act, Very, very stupid of them. So I'm glad we're catching them. Any little psychological tactic they got against us, definitely. And like I said, they did this to my father. They took him out. So since I survived the program, they're trying to take me out. Yeah, it's not working. First of all, I have visions of what they're about to do, especially my neighbors. And what I saw in my dream, it was not a dream. It was their plan. It's the husband. The husband probably has a thing for me too, because all these psychopaths always do. And probably told his wife, who probably likes women too, that they want to have a three-way or something. I don't want to have a three-way, especially with old folks like them. No thanks. So we'll just focus on the road here. So we'll get some perps. Those are always the perps right there with the bikes. They're trying to interrupt my video. It's not working. And then there's the train. What else is new? Oh my god, now it's getting louder here. And trying. Bless their heart. They don't have heart. Why don't you go a little faster in a residential neighborhood? Anyways. So I keep getting visions of these psychopaths' plans. So what they're doing, I already said in another video what I saw them do. So today, after I came back, after that perp, basically, I went back in my house at Witchy Poo. Was walking up the block. That's late. That was late for her. She never comes up that late. she looked at me, and she was so disappointed that I'm breathing. It was the best face ever. I'm like, yeah. And I said too, I was like, I'm alive. Oh, they hate me. Good. They hate me. I hated them in the beginning too. I don't hate them. I heart my haters, you know why? Because they're going to make me a better person. Them pushing me, like the way they're pushing me, is not making me crazy. It's making me stronger as a person. Because they would not be able to take this shit they're doing to me. They would kill themselves. So they see that I'm not killing myself. I never will. And they don't like that. Because they're trying to kill me. I don't care what anybody says. They really are trying to kill me. It's not going to work. And the fact that, I pray every night about it, for the protection over my household, everybody in it, reading my Bible every night, trying to be as straightforward a path as God wants me to be. They see it. My light is lighting up the whole room. They see that. They hate it. They are in darkness. They chose that, though. They chose to worship Satan. And then they wonder why every tactic they're pulling on me is not working. That would be why. It took me so long to figure out why they're doing it. The chosen people, I don't like to brag, but we all have these visions of the future, what's going to happen. And that's how we get haters. And remember, they hated God too. They hated Jesus Christ. He was a miracle worker, He did exorcisms, baptisms. He did all these great works. And he was hated for it. And, Judas, he tried to kill him. He tattled on him like a perp would. Like perps tattle on us for no reason. Because they hate us. Yeah, that's what we're getting, Those people are filled with demons. These people do chanting in a closet with their candles and all this other stuff, envisioning us and what kind of stuff they could do to us, like voodoo and all that kind of stuff. They literally empty their whole mind and body and invoke demons. They use a Ouija board too, but they use all the stuff too. And they let the demons take over, and they do some rituals. I forgot what rituals. There's a guy online. What the hell is the thing? Some Italian guy. He's a pastor now, but he used to be a Satanist. Oh, jeez, I forgot his name. So anyway, he was saying like all the stuff that these people do. I don't know if I wrote any of it down though. I think I saved the video. So, of course, people have to come down when I'm doing these videos. Pothead. He's always out here. Every fucking time I sit out here, everybody has to come out. You all gotta see what I'm doing. Oh, you want to be in my video? I can make that happen. Maybe stop smoking pot, you won't be paranoid. So anyways, so these people will stay up all night too. And then when they know they're supposed to get all this other stuff, that we're not supposed to get the stuff, that they're doing bad stuff to us to try and kill us. They want us dead. Who am I kidding? And that's the truth. Another thing they don't like. Too bad, so sad. So, so they do all these things, these tactics, and it is satanic. What can I tell you? They do all these rituals to try to kill us. But they know that they're supposed to get all these bad things happening to them. So what they do is they will have take a bath in Epsom salts. And they do some other stuff. I forgot what it was. To heal them before they leave the house. So whatever crap that's supposed to get on them goes to us. But they don't seem to realize no matter how much crap they put on us that they're supposed to get is going to eventually come back to them. They're not getting that through their thick skulls. The more rituals and all this other stuff they're doing to us, it's going to come back to them tenfold. Especially if you figure it out and you say and you pray about it and say, whoever's doing rituals to me about me, or even bring my picture somewhere to have a ritual done on me, may they get everything they're doing to me tenfold in Jesus Christ's name. Motherfucker's listening to me. Can't even see it. He's there. He's on the porch. See the red? Yeah, may they get it all twice, 10 times in Jesus Christ's name. I already told her ass. When she walked past me, I already told her, God sees everything you're doing. And I was like, you need Jesus. They need Jesus more than we do. We already know he's our king. At least I do. We all have to answer to him when he comes back. Nobody's better than anybody else, so I'm just saying. That's my king. No, not Burger King. Jesus Christ is my king. The more I trust him, the more I see that these devils are coming out. They're like really adamant on getting me back for something I didn't do to them because I don't even know their ass. Like I have time to get people back. You know what I mean? I mean, I kind of do, I guess, but I don't want to do that stuff. Karma is a bitch. When they actually get theirs, I'm gonna sit there with popcorn and eat and drink some soda. Probably water, but but I'm gonna watch it all. Speaking of devils, of course you had to show up too, right? I'm telling you, they're out. That's why I can't even sit out here too much. Make my videos and then I go in the house. Tomorrow's gonna be a beach. It's gonna be so hot. But I have to go do something, so. And that guy, he's doing stuff. He's like, he goes up and down the block every 5 minutes to buy stuff. Or take stuff and bring it to his house. What happens is the handler, there's a lot of people looking for garbage tonight. A lot of people. It's like 3 already. 4 if you count this morning. Those people I won't put on YouTube because they're trying to make a living. Some bottles are 5 cents deposit and some are 10 cents deposit. So you can make a lot of money doing that. Yeah. But he's got a dog to feed too, so he's got to do that. A lot of dog walkers too. It's so funny though, because I love dogs. So I will smile at a dog, they'll say how cute the dog is. Pisses them off, it's funny. Yeah, he looked at me too. You cannot see me here. Oh, you cannot see me sitting here. Even though the light's on. You don't see. You can't not see me unless you're looking for me. And he was looking. That's how they're getting me right now by having the bikers come around. So, you know, they don't want me to be with a man. Let's just put it that way. These psychopaths are jealous that I don't want to be with them. Oh well, I don't know what to tell you. I mean, seriously. I need a normal human being. You understand that? If there's any left. Whew. They're so mad I don't want them. It's like, I don't like your vibes, so I'm not gonna talk to you. There you go. And, instead of doing all this crap that they do to me, if they were normal, they would just talk to me like a human being and ask me out on a date. Since they're not normal, they do all this other shit, and I don't want to be with them. That's why I don't want to be with you. And no, I don't have any other option. I only like men. The problem is, there's too many sus men in my household. Too many fucking gay men in my household. So they hate women, these certain types of men that are in my household. So guess what? I need a man, a real one. And I cannot find them anywhere. It's like very hard to find nowadays. Because everybody's swinging that way. We're not supposed to be single. We're supposed to be social and talk to people. They want to isolate us. How about they isolate each other? You know, why can't they just be friends with each other? Leave us the fuck alone and hang out with each other. They could talk about us like Judas. That's all they are, a bunch of Judas. I forgot the other biblical guy's name who talked to Judas and they wanted to kill Christ. I forgot his name. Oh man. It was a freaking Jeopardy question, which I'm very shocked at, actually. You know, it's TV. You know, they don't really talk truth about Christ. You know, people usually get offended, so I'm surprised. And when I see biblical references on that show, and people actually know the answer, you know, they just study the Bible. They don't really believe it. There's also classes you can take in college. So I'd rather learn on my own. So yeah, I've been really peaceful. I had a really good sleep last night. And it was good because I went on the exercise bike. Didn't have any difficulty. Maybe like a little bit of breathing because I had to wear a mask. There was another person. You know, they're older, so they get scared. You know, if you don't have a mask on. But then they don't wear the mask right anyway. They leave it off their nose. I was like, I don't care if they leave it off their nose, I still should wear it in front of them. Man, it's so stupid. I'm over it. Like, we're not gonna be normal too much longer. You know, it's not gonna be normal for too long. Right now they're letting us do stuff. Letting us like we're fucking in jail or something. So like I'm taking advantage. I didn't know there was 2 bags.
Well, we just did this one. This is my old pillows and the bathroom drawer.
Ah.
Forgot we were supposed to throw those outside too, so just did it now.
Alrighty. See you tomorrow.
Yeah.
Have a good night.
You too.
Sleep tight. Don't let the dog bite. Somebody bumping music. The funny thing is they play very funny music. They play music like, I don't know, they turn up the volume so high, but it's like specific towards us, you know? Like, I don't know if it was, yeah, it was last year, I think, or the year before, I'm not sure which one. I was in the backyard and the people behind the house, somebody had us out. I always feel like somebody's watching me. I'm like, wow, that's a really coincidental song. And then, It's a douchebag. So, biggest douchebag. I'm gonna park in my driveway. Oh hell no. Anyways, and then when I went to Dunkin' once, the guy at the stoplight had all red and black on. I forgot what song he used, but the song was calling me a bitch, basically. Like, you damn right I am. If you were a female, you would understand. We have mood swings because we get our period every month and we're bloated and don't want to take crap from perps. He's so mad. Aw, you poor baby. One day, he was coming up the block wearing red and black, of course, all had to tell. And he looked like he was gonna say something, and then my family pulled up, and he looked at them, and like he kind of like was taken aback, and then he looked at me, and he was so mad. He was gonna say something. He was doing. I think he was gonna like I think he was gonna cough or something. They do that a lot now. They're back to coughing or sneezing or whatever. Like, yeah, it's allergy season, but come on now. It's the way they cough, you know? It ain't normal. Nothing about them's normal, so. Don't ever let them change you, is all I'm trying to say. Yeah, I know this video is very long, but, you know. I'll call some perps, though. You know, beeping? I don't know if you can hear it. It's very faint. I don't know if I'm catching it, but it's very faint, either beeping noises or somebody's air conditioner is too loud. So a lot of people have the outside unit ones. It literally sounds like somebody's having a car honking fight. I don't think I've ever heard that before. Yes, it's funny. Some of these perps hide, like they walk across the street instead of coming here. And some of them are out, you know. I'd rather see those types because when they're doing it sneaky, you know, that's when they start messing with your head. But if they're out in the open and they have fun with it, like Booty Bandit, he dances at least. At least he's entertaining. he just goes with it. I'm like, yeah, twerk it. I said that too in the video. I literally said it like twerk, 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 yeah. It's not my fault he got mad. That was a freaking entertaining video. I like that. I like when they not when they laugh evil. Yeah, who cares? I like when they do that too. It just shows you their true colors. But I like when they laugh while they're doing stuff. They're trying to get me to get angry, but I just laugh. It's fucking hilarious. So I'm like, they don't like that I'm nice to people. Listen, if they go up to strange people that I'm talking to and I'm being nice to and tell them stuff that's not real, I would hope the person would have enough, you know, discernment to know this person's crazy. You know. What are you looking at, perp? You just give me an attitude. Fuck you, perp. You ain't better than me. Get the hell out of here. That smug look. I'll wipe that shit right off your face, bitch. They don't seem to understand that too. If you think I look mean, and you're trying to mess with me to piss me off, don't you think I might, if I do get pissed off, I would beat the living shit out of you? I mean, you deserve it, but, you know, then you would have an excuse to call the police on me. It doesn't make sense. Is that witchy poo? I don't know. Witchy poo. God, this girl sleeps here every night. You're getting married, relax. And then I gotta hear them having sex. They ain't quiet. It's like Sex in the City. Oh my god, oh my god. It's a little much. I understand, you know, all being in that show, but come the fuck on. It's too much. The only time it was that, it has actually way more too much than the original series. It literally is. Because the other one at least had more stories, and that let show a couple of seasons. You know what I mean? Not that I'm approving or anything, it's just, you know, if you're not by yourself watching the show, it's a little awkward. Like, oh, I like the show, me too, let's watch it. And then all of a sudden, it's like it's a mini porn, it's ridiculous. It's like, relax there, buddy. What's up with all these fucking people? Oh god, he got a boyfriend. What the fuck's going on here? He got a checkerboard on his car. Oh, they're gonna have a party, I guess. It's a little late for a party. It's 11 and it's 10 o'clock at night. Oh, hell no. It's a school night. You know, people gotta go to work and school still. Except for people that are graduating and finished with school. Yeah. Oh, I got an audience there. Of course I gotta stand in front of the mirror. I wish I knew what they were saying. Just speaking Polish. I wish I knew what they were saying. What is going on? Have a party on Saturday. Like, go to school and work. Hope they move soon. I mean, there's probably going to be another witch living there, but at least I'll know what to look for. I always rotate these perps.
Okay.
You know, if my life is gonna change, they have to move. Sorry, not sorry. Oh, I guess we're gonna hear their language for a few minutes.
No, w ogóle go wyłącz. No wiesz, zaraz coś ci zejdzie.
I'm surprised they're not right when I drive, you know what I'm saying? Ooh, are they going on vacation? Bye. That'd be great. Oh, it'd be so quiet without them. You know, there's people like them, they don't like anybody that's not their kind. Yeah, these people were the most fucking racist people you've ever met. Yeah, I've ever met. Every neighbor before them, they were all different. Everybody was a different race. And we all got along with each other. We used to have block parties. I wish I would have took pictures back then, but we had block parties. So very different area right now. I mean, most of those assholes across the street, they don't talk to anybody but their own kind. You know, the assholes over there like to hang out on my porch. They don't talk to anybody but their own kind. Everybody only talks to their own kind. My family and my tenants are the only normal people on this block. And my neighbor upstairs. We're all different. We all talk to each other. So you realize we all have a lot in common. Once we get to know each other, we already beat the system. You understand? They don't want us talking to anybody but our own kind, so we can hate each other. That's why turn off the TV and stop listening to the news because they're full of shit. All they're doing is propaganda anyway. And then maybe, you know, when you find a normal person to talk to them, you know? You don't have to tell me a life story, I'm just like back in school too, I used to make friends with everybody. I was just like, hey, you want to be my friend? Yeah, me too. Let's go hang out. You know? And high school comes around, I still was friends with everybody. And I think that's what it is too. They see that in my personality and they don't like it. Because they can't make friends with anybody but their own people. That's not my problem. That's a you problem. You need to go to a therapist and talk about why you're racist. And there's the most racist bitch of all. And talk to them about it. Find out why the hell you're racist. I don't know. Maybe talk to Jesus about it too. You know, they're all gonna stand there for like an hour. I'm not leaving yet. I want to see if we can get them on video. Some barbecue. See how loud the perps have to be. Hopefully these people are picking somebody up and not just spying. Big happy perp family. If anybody knows what they're saying, write in the comments. They really can talk, can't they? Garbage. They're gonna go through my garbage too. Everybody does. They spy on me, I might as well spy on them too, you know.
miałam tak normalnie, a jak mi prostowała nogi, to skurczy dostała. Normalnie piękny skurcz jest. No.
What was it called? Is that Body Bandit? I think it was. It looks like it. The only wear a coat for is 75 degrees.
Ja chyba i tak w ogóle sprawdzę mi zacznę na razie. No. Jutro byśmy chcieli tak lecieć.
Bruh. Hope you fucking with bad everyone's out.
Nie, na mnie to tak będzie trochę. A siostra się zdecydowała na make-up fryzurę, miałam tą fryzurę, ale no i dlatego tam ustawiała, ale ona i tak jak widzimy, to wystawała, że ja będę czekała, aż jej zrobi, żeby ona mogła pojechać, tak w ogóle tak namieszała, że ciekawe co mi jutro powie. No.
Spy versus spy. See if they're looking. Somebody else coming.
Oni tak, oni jeszcze robią tak.
It's a very long video.
Oni te wszystkie zaczynają, a ja mówię, a co ty takie potem mówię?
Wait till after this call now, boy.
Jak sobie nie miałam pracy, nie? A potem się po prostu z garni.
See a shadow from the car around here coming in. See it? Go for rituals.
No, ale to jest tak, no, takie jakby wypisane, że to jest takie, no, niewiarygodne. Ja proszę pomysł, to już jest
No! That's for Linda! Why you want Linda to get so bad? It's Linda! What are they called? It's me! Oh, Linda!
Over there. Give me something. No, not. افتح يسمي الحالة مدخن. شوفي. شوف بسمي الحالة تبعي. ليش هدية؟ ها تقعدوا قدام تقعد ورا عني.
And one kid had red, the other kid had camel, of course. What else is new? Fight in front of me? Come on now, that's shit. Some shit going on. There we go. Alright, thanks for watching. I know it's a long video, sorry about that. Bug on me right now. So yeah, if you know what they're saying, let me know, because I have no idea.